Hello, everyone. Let me move this out of my face. There we go. Welcome to the second episode of Nightmares of the Crypt. For those of you who are new to this, this is our spin-off game of our usual Monday campaign, which is Crypt Creatures. When the DM is away, or we have missing players, or what have you, we have this game for everyone who still wants to come together and play in kind of a nightmare situation to keep the horror feel going for Anne's original idea for this campaign. So welcome. Let's jump right into it. So starting with me, Griffin Co. Thank you, Griffin Co, for being our longest time sponsor. You should check them out at griffinco.com. They make amazing things like minis, spell effects, plushies, woodwork, laser engravings, and the list goes on. Check them out, and on your purchase, enter I almost said the command for the giveaway. Enter Fabled42 to get 22% off your purchase. Thank you, Griffin Co.
And then after you check out our friends at Griffin Co., you should then check out Underground Oracle. They create 5th edition resources for both sides of the screen, players and DMs alike. And they have a really cool, new cipher system. It's Harrow the Blighted Plane. They just launched the space version of it called Wild Space. So, get some cool sci-fi stuff. And then, you buy, subscribing to their Patreon, you have the opportunity to potentially pick the next race of character that is playable within Wild Space. So it's one of those fun situations where you actually can influence the way a new game is created. So we all love to have power. You can find them at undergroundoracle.com or DriveThruRPG.
Nice.
Sorry, I ended that on a really weird tense. But
yeah, you were just like
it was almost like a question mark on the end.
I was like, okay, was he gonna add something? No? Oh, all right, cool. Well, now that we know about that, and if you want your table to look dope with just some of the best wood products that are handmade that you can get, check out Nine Realms Gaming. They make all kinds of affordable gaming accessories. And then while you're checking out their awesome natural wood, dice towers or trays or carrier boxes, and you find all your dope stuff, put them in the cart, you're going to want to check out with the code Fabled42 to get 10% off. And that'll be at ninerealmsgaming.com. I definitely would pick up one of their dice towers so that I could roll my...
Critical Dice. Critical Dice. Hi, everybody. You guys should go check out criticaldice.com. There is not just dice on their website. They have other things as well that you can also add to all the other accessories that we have mentioned. But their main thing that they like to promote is the fact that they have a dice subscription. Every month you get a new set of dice. So if you're looking to accessorize your dice collection with all the different colors, themes, materials, check out criticaldice.com.
Perfect.
Don't forget to do exclamation point critical in the chat as well to win a free set of dice.
That's true. We're doing that this game too?
Yes, we are. Yes.
I'll do giveaway.
And also, I'm going to make a very light announcement. I believe that Heroes of Salon is going to be coming back this Wednesday.
Yes.
Colin has been working out all the kinks of his move and setting up his computer and doing some testing, and I think they might be ready to grace us with their presence once again this Wednesday. So fingers crossed for that.
Yes, please.
Also, I see these games, the Nightmares of the Crypt games, as being a bit tougher than our usual weekly campaign. So remember, if you are a subscriber, you can gift 1 luck and 1 inspiration to any of the players here. Also to your DM. That's me. Hi.
Everyone always picks the DM, and it is always the correct choice.
I like how you delivered that so deadpan.
Do it.
But yes, and you can also do that via bits and through our Patreon. Mackenzie, could you do the command for sub perks for me, please? Thank you so kindly. And with that, let's get into it, because I don't think I'm forgetting anything. No. Yep, let's get into it. So last we left off, we had Toddle, along with his group, Lander, and a stranger that we quickly kind of fell in love with. This kind of rickety, greasy, kind of red and black oily feathered Aarakocra by the name of Alex. They found themselves in the midst of a very eerie, unknown forest. They are unaware of their location, but they found themselves in the midst of a battle. Alex came across Toddle and Lander as they were fighting some nightmarish creature that looks something like a woman atop a long, never-ending giant millipede. And as the fight went on, the woman opened her entire body 3 ways to reveal that it was actually a mouth. It was a kind of false pretense to lure people in, like it did to Lander. Poor guy. After some time in a very, very hard fight, they set the forest ablaze with attacks from everyone. There was thunder, there was lightning, there was fire. The whole forest, or at least the main patch that you guys were in, went ablaze, and after this creature hit the ground in an explosion of fire, you all had to figure out a way out of the area as quick as possible to stay alive, as it seemed like the fiery forest was imploding on itself with you in the center. You all took off in semi-different directions. Alex flew straight up through the canopy, and Toddle and Lander, as the duo that they are, kind of ran out in the best possible direction that they could. Toddle was using a number of inventions to spread out the black smoke that was very poisonous, to let Lander be able to see where he was going and to not fall to the ground dead of poisoning. They all finally convene as they make their way out of this burning portion of the forest. And slowly they started to see different kind of orbs of light beginning to congregate the kind of fiercely in flames area. And very slowly the flames started to die with these random orbs that you guess were magically or spiritually helping these flames to depart, to keep this still dying forest from completely burning to embers and charcoal. At that time, all 3 of you looked at each other, asking where you were. Lander got a smack from Alex after he asked, "Is this a dream?" And when no one woke up, Alex replied, "This is not a dream." And that's where we left you, Toddle. So right now, Toddle, you are kind of looking around confused, still trying to get your bearings, along with Lander and Alex. And what do you say to them? You're normally the person with the plan. What is Toddle speaking out to Lander and Alex right now?
Well, I think right now Toddle would like to just check in, and he's gonna probably do an investigation check or something to see what our current surrounding is.
Go ahead and give me an investigation or nature check.
I will do. Actually, both of them are +4. So that's a nat 1. So I got 5.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful. As you're looking around to try to get any kind of inkling at the location you guys are in, you're doing all the things that you think are supposed to be done, like looking up at constellations, and there are no stars. It's completely pitch black in the sky. There is not even a moon. You get nothing. You are in the middle of a forest that you can't place.
okay. Well, this is bad. I'm gonna do something else. Toddle's gonna try to reach out and grab both Alex and Lander and touch them on their shoulder and just see if they're like physically there.
As you go to touch them, they kind of look at you confused, because all of a sudden it's like you just kind of wanting a hug, and then when you go to touch them, you go through them like smoke, and they kind of evaporate right before you.
Okay. Yeah. Toddle's like, yeah. Okay. What the hell did I do last night to put myself in this state? And is gonna kind of be. I want to roll and see if he's like maybe an insight on himself to perceive if he can like kind of understand that he's in a different realm, like in a dream state.
Go for it.
Okay, let me see. 10.
With a 10, it doesn't feel like you are in a dream.
Okay.
It feels very physical, even though what happened right before you was extremely strange. You have seen weird magics before.
Yeah.
And you are familiar. It used to be rare. Now in these days, in the world of our creator, things are a bit dark, and a lot of things kind of seep out of their own home a little bit easier than they used to back in the day. And you have been in a forest or two that played tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of messed with time, it messed with spacing, it messed with light and day, and I think the last thing you remember of that situation, I think you were either being sucked into the ground and also chased by some kind of thumping creature. It's vague.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Toddle's gonna immediately assume that he is like back in that forest with where we had to get the mirror at the beginning with Dutch and Lander. And is going to proceed to try to find a way out of this forest, either trying to locate the tavern, the beginning tavern that started everything. We're gonna try to find that tavern, or he's gonna try to look for the crow, Drac. He's gonna want to try to see if he can find those like sources of familiarity,
Okay.
and in doing so, let me see. He's gonna ward himself with Sanctuary. Because I just want to be ahead of it, because he's just kind of right now, after everything that just happened, he's like, okay, I can't trust anything right now. I am just going to protect myself. So he's gonna like grab like let's say for the fun, it's like shaped like a moon. It's like an amulet shaped like a moon, and that's gonna be him kind of casting Sanctuary on himself and warding himself from any incoming attacks, and just gonna start walking. Let's say he walks, and I can't look up. There's nothing in the sky. It's just trees. Do I have a compass on me?
Most likely. I mean, you are Toddle. You're always prepared.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually. Let me check my inventory real quick and see if I have.
I'm gonna say yes, you do.
Okay, if I have a compass, I'm gonna start walking south because south is, I believe, we had to walk north into the from where the beginning tavern was. We had to walk north in order to enter the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna go south.
Okay, as you pull out your compass and you take a look, the needle is ever spinning.
Oh well, fuck.
Ever spinning. Ever spinning. It's almost hypnotic. Why don't you go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. Is this magic?
I'll say yes.
Okay, I have advantage. Yay.
What'd you
14.
get? 14?
Yes.
All right, and what we're... Oh, yeah, right. As you kind of are slowly getting sucked into this kind of hypnotic spinning of this compass, it's like everything around you gets even darker and dimmer and like wobbly, and it's like it's pulling you in, and then you pull yourself away, and you do not get sucked in to a timeless oblivion. And as you do, you like kind of, with the force of you pulling away from the compass, you know, kind of take a step back and you bump into someone. You turn around. Butters, what does Toddle see for the very first time?
I mean, I'm assuming you're asking me to describe
Yes.
Vera. All right.
Yes.
So, Vera they will probably just have, like, when they appeared here, kind of got the weird vibe being a monk, that they aren't necessarily in the same plane that they started out earlier. So you'll see Vera in like a squatted, seated position in a very meditative pose, kind of trying to rebalance themselves. So they'd just be like...
And for those who are unfamiliar with Vera, what does Vera look like physically?
Vera has an almost air-like quality to them. They're very live. And they almost seem to like not take up the amount of space that a humanoid should take up, almost like it's just like they're just a little too light. And that's due to the fact that they're an air genasi. They are kind of grayish with kind of dark gray eyes, and then they've got, you know, their haircut, and they're dressed in kind of think like Tibetan style monk robes with a couple extra flourishes and details, but all their robes are gray with accents of silver and black.
Excellent. And as you see this before you, Toddle, this stranger in the middle of the forest, something happens. You feel kind of weird in your mind. At first, where there was a stranger, the fog clears from your intellect and you remember this person. You know Vera. And Vera, you know Toddle.
Okay. I am gonna just see. The first thing Toddle's gonna do is rush over, and kind of like, sort of, you know, rushing but kind of tiptoeing, because I don't want to disturb the meditative process, even though I know Vera already knows that I'm there. But just be delicate and kind of.
Despite their eyes being closed, I'm assuming we have all our stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Vera kind of turns their head towards yours with their eyes still closed and goes, "Greetings. It is good to see a familiar face about. You wouldn't happen to know where we might be?"
I have no clue. I have tried everything. I even have a compass that is lessening. I am not sure myself. I've tried looking towards the stars for guidance. I've tried looking at nature with no success. I am having a very difficult time. Real quick, could I just touch you on the shoulder briefly? I just had two people I was with vanish before my eyes. I want to make sure I'm not talking to myself right now.
That is very troubling, of course.
Okay, and Sal's gonna go over and with his long sleeve just place it on Vera. And what do I feel?
Vera dissipates like they were never even there. I'm kidding. No.
Ah!
You reach over, you touch Vera's.
Whoa, hey, I'm down to go play Baldur's Gate right now. Like, I don't need, if I'm unneeded, yeah, it's fine.
No, I can't do this alone, please.
Vera is as physical as they ever were.
Okay, so Tuttle's gonna take a big breath, a big sigh, and just be like, oh, okay. All right, I have someone who I can trust to share my thoughts with. This is good, and he's gonna feel like 1,000% better. One thing Toddle's not good at is remaining alone, so it's good that he's just like, okay. And almost, Toddle is almost gonna want to sit and like start meditating too.
Mm-hmm.
Toddle doesn't, he is not super spiritual, being a man of science, but he's gonna sit and just from his readings and what he's taught, what he's been taught, just attempt to achieve just a minuscule amount of meditation, because this feels like a good moment right now.
Since you are doing this with a ally who is very proficient in this, why don't you go ahead and give me let's make this a wisdom check with advantage.
Okay, thank you. 8
with advantage. You rolled twice and took the higher?
Oh no, just kidding. That's better. 17.
Okay. So as you kind of take a similar pose to Vera and just try to breathe, I'm assuming that Vera is kind of verbally guiding Toddle as well. You let me know, Vera?
Yes, you will breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Do
as
not
you
worry about your thoughts, let your mind wander.
As your mind wanders, as both of your mind wanders, you feel a shift all around you. You open your eyes, and you're in some place different. Still a forest, but way less foliage. It's almost like these dying black trees are just kind of spikes coming out of the ground all around you. Various heights, various shapes, and a lot of these shapes look like people. Humanoid something. As you look around in the silhouetted area filled with fog, and it's almost like they're staring back at you. What do?
Toddle's gonna feel immediately threatened. I do still have Sanctuary activated, and I think this is not how I wanted this meditation to go, and he's gonna start getting up and I assume prepare for a fight of some kind.
So Toddle stands up and prepares for anything to come his way. What does Vera do?
Let me look at my spell sheet real quick.
Shut us up! No.
So tell us how Toddle prepares for anything to come his way. Like, what does it look like to us?
So he's looking at. I don't Tuttle doesn't recognize any of these people, correct? It's all random.
They are silhouettes, and
Oh, they're just silhouettes.
that seem people shaped. They seemed people shaped, but
Got it, okay.
they're very still and
They're
unmoving, like trees are.
Okay. They're like the polygons in the first Smash Brothers game. It's just like, oh, they kind of look like a character, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
No, so he is gonna feel threatened, is gonna be like already on guard. And there's a lot, right? Like count how many. If they were all trees, I'm guessing that there's like about 50 of those just in our immediate vicinity, all staring at me and Vera. So
all seemingly staring at you.
Toddle wants to. He does have kind of an AoE attack that he doesn't want to have to use, especially with Vera right there. But he is debating whether he's going to use this attack or not, and is gonna try to whisper to Vera, like, "Go away, get as far away as you can."
Vera, I guess, will just ready a jump action.
Okay, so I'll say you sit and wait for anything to come your way.
Yeah, he's like posed, ready.
And I'm going to say for a solid 2 minutes, nothing happens.
Toddle's gonna just sit there and be like, maybe I have to throw something at it?
Vera will stand up and then confidently walk towards the shadows.
Okay. So you're walking towards a one of the figures.
Yes.
Okay, you do so. You walk. How close do you get to the nearest one?
I'll fucking walk right up to it.
You walk right up to it, proudly and daring anything to try to touch you. And you walk up to a tree. A black tree that just has an interesting shape. A spike out of the ground.
Interesting.
Like this. Agree with this. Just letting you know. Oh, also, because Vera, I think it. Never mind. I was gonna say I thought Vera was in my sanctuary, but he's not.
So, one of the figures in the distance moves. It's like it moves as if there is a piece of cloth stuck to a tree and the cloth is moving in the wind. What do you do? Starting with
I don't
Vera.
like this. Oh, okay.
Vera, what do you do as you see this?
Vera. Well, how close is it?
I'm gonna say roughly, because you barely saw it originally. I'm gonna say that it's probably roughly 75 feet away. A movement of cloth that seems to be like it got caught on a tree.
Vera's gonna motion for Toddle to follow and walk up to it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up too.
Okay.
But still post. Still ready.
How close do you walk up to it, Vera? How close do you get?
Vera's going to go grab it.
All right. As you walk up to this seemingly humanoid-shaped tree question mark with this kind of seemingly tattered cloth kind of gracefully blowing to it, Avaran, someone grabs your arm and wakes you up from your trance. The last thing you remember, Avaran, is staring at a campfire. And you're here. Something grabs your arm behind you. What do you do?
The suddenly like new area that I'm in and the sense of being grabbed, I immediately reach for my dagger of warning from one side and just kind of bring it around behind me like this, but not like to drive it into the neck of whatever's behind me, but just as kind of a warning. And then I look back to see what it is.
Vera doesn't move a muscle.
As you look back, you and Vera lock eyes, not knowing each other. Tuttle, you see this as you're pretty close to Vera. You both see this figure, this unknown person, and yet again, like before, the fog lifts from all three of your minds, and you know each other. Avaran, that's Tuttle, that's Vera. Tuttle, that's Avaran. It all makes sense now.
I pull the dagger back. You're likely to get stabbed grabbing someone from behind like that, Vera.
I was not sure what I was grabbing at the time. However, I figured it was the most appropriate response.
Total. Oh, good.
I am glad I did not have to break your hand.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to stab you in the throat.
Toddle's almost cheering in the background. He's so excited that it's Avaran, and it's just like, oh, he's kind of coming up, kind of like a little kid, cheerful, happy, and he's going to be like, can I please touch your shoulder to make sure that you're real? Because I just had 2 other people disappear on me, and I want to make sure you're real.
And as Toddle says this, I kind of sheath the dagger in my belt and take one knee in front of him.
Yay! And then he reaches over with his long sleeve, touches him. What do I feel?
You feel the solid, the hardness of the pauldron on my shoulder that has a like kind of cloak wrapped around my shoulders and over it.
And you're solid, and I can be like, oh,
I'm
God.
so glad you said pauldron.
And Chris, for anyone who is only listening to the audio, who is new to Avaran, what does Avaran physically look like?
So Avaran is a half-elf with brown hair and pale skin. He has purple eyes. He's about 6 feet tall, very strong build. Like he looks like someone who can take care of himself. And he's dressed in leathers. He has armor on over those leathers, and he is clearly someone who likes to collect weapons. He has a dagger on his belt. He has 2 swords on his back, a shield over those 2 swords, and then a sword at his other side of his belt too. So he has no shortage of weapons. And behind his back, he also has a hand crossbow as well, with a small little pouch or quiver of bolts.
Excellent. And for the first time, Avaran, you're looking around and you see what they see. Just a bunch of seemingly humanoid-shaped trees coming out of the ground like various sized spikes. What does the group do?
Well, we got a friend out of one of the spikes. Should we try for another to see if another friend will come? Or what are we doing? This is, to me, I want to try to see if we can find more people we know, but...
As he's saying this, I close my eyes and I cast Detect Good and Evil.
As you do so, this wave kind of goes out from you. It's a 60-foot
it's
distance?
a 30-foot range, and I detect any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Or undead. So since it says or in that list, I'm going to ask you to pick one to look for.
Okay. Fiends.
As this wave kind of leaves you, this sense, tell us what it looks like. What do we see when you do this?
It's almost a pearlescent shimmer that travels through the air. So it's this kind of just like wave effect as you described it, slowly expanding outward into a 30-foot radius in all directions around me.
Okay. As that shoots from you to detect any fiend, you feel nothing.
I kind of look suspiciously around. Well, I don't sense anything nearby. Sort of an odd place we found ourselves in. Do you know how we got here?
I would assume it is some sort of magic, or we have found ourselves in a different plane of existence. However,
I was
Char's
contemplating.
teaching are very light on the matter, so I'm very unequipped for our current problem.
I also have never read anything about this place before. It definitely feels like we're getting tricked, or we had something played a trick on. I've been surrounded in a forest similar like this before, where they were playing tricks on us, so we might just be back at that forest. Though, how we got here, I do not know.
Have either of you tried slapping each other to wake yourselves up?
Well, that's why I touched you guys! Just to make sure you guys
Mira
were solid.
will close their eyes and, as an action, use stillness of mind.
As you do so, you open your eyes back up and you see what you saw before.
Well, I'm not charmed or frightened.
So I'm going to say, as some time goes on and you have a conversation of what to do next, the last things you remember, you decide to just move in a direction. Pick a direction and move. Toto goes kind of, as you guys are going from tree to seeing if any of your friends can be found there, as they found Avaran. And it just seems to be tree after tree after. That one's small.
That's what I was gonna ask. Are all these humanoid shapes, or is there one that's small?
One is small, Toddle.
Okay.
And it seems to have, in the distance, it seems to have two peaks kind of moving towards the sky, and it looks bunny shaped.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we found our other friend. Shall we approach it? I'm still gonna be posed though. Ready?
I have had nothing but bad luck creeping up on things that look like Calamity, so one of you gentlemen can do that for me.
It's okay.
Do we know
I'm the same
who Calamity
size.
even is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Calamity's visited this realm. So Toddle's gonna be excited, and he's gonna walk over and he'll do the honors of trying to grab at one of the ears.
As you grab for one of the ears, it breaks off, and there's just a spike of dead wood in your hands. As you get a clearer look at this stump, it's just an interestingly shaped spiked stump, and there is nothing more to it.
Well, okay. Is there any other small shaped trees? Because that would be our friend Calamity, hopefully. Does anyone see anything that's shaped irregularly or not humanoid? Or can I do maybe
Perception?
a check to
Let me
see?
get a perception from all three of you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Who all has dark vision? I think all. All right, go ahead. Proceed.
Who all has? Oh, that doesn't matter because it doesn't in most campaigns. Good to know.
12.
12 for you, Vera.
11.
14.
Toddle, Avaran, trees, spikes. Vera, you try to look for anything that's calamity shaped, but the further you all move and the more you look, these trees start to take on a form of their own, and it looks like a plethora of people screaming as if they were once people, but mid-scream got turned into trees and have stayed that way since who knows how long. And you feel like if you stay too long in this forest, you might be the next tree.
I would highly advise that we figure out a different way to leave this place as soon as possible.
I'm for that. I don't want to end up like them and have someone like Tottle break off my arm or something.
I wouldn't break off your arm.
Well, you broke
I
off
would fix your arm.
You've already broken off an ear, so
It's a tree. I'm gonna actually pocket this stump that I tore off in hopes that there's something maybe magical to it, but not really knowing.
Gotcha. So as you all move on from this area of the forest, you truck on. There's many things that you have to kind of get over, get under. It's a very congested area. But in the distance, Avaran, you see light. You see light, Avaran. And it looks like it might be roughly 2 to 3 miles away. And you're the only one who sees this. It's a very warm, glowing light.
Oi, Tottle, Vera, do you see over in that direction what I'm seeing? I see some sort of light source shining through.
Vera will look off into the direction indicated.
You see it now. It's ever so faint, but you see it too.
I think I do see it. What do you think this might be?
Well, whatever it may be, it certainly looks more promising than any of what we've just walked away from.
I would have to concur.
I agree.
And so Aberan starts off in the direction, hoping that Tottle and Vera will follow.
Yeah.
Vera follows.
So what's the
Thanks.
marching order here?
I guess it's Abrand, Vera, Tottle.
All right. So as you move forward, I'm going to say you are now about a mile away from this warm space. But you happen upon something. I wonder who sees it first. All three of you make me a perception check.
Ooh, 7.
7 for Everan.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19 for Vera. Tuttle.
25.
25 for Tuttle. You're a mile away and you're trucking through this forest, and it's like the further you go, it's like it gets even more challenging to go towards this light. It's almost like this forest doesn't want you to go there. Like you get more undergrowth, you get more vines, you get more trees, you're starting to trip more from vines you didn't see before and branches. Tottle, to your left, it's almost like you see snow. It looks like white snow. It's just a gentle fall. It looks ever so peaceful.
Tuttle is not gonna. He's not gonna say anything, but he is gonna walk over. He's gonna beeline from the group and walk over and try to collect and see, like, grab one of his vials, one of his many vials, and grab it and see if it's actually snow.
So to go over, I'm gonna say This is probably about 70 feet away from where you are.
Okay.
Do you still make your way over there?
Yeah, he's gonna look at it and then notice they're not noticing it. He'll start walking that way,
Mm-hmm.
and once he notices that they haven't noticed, he's gonna call out and say, "Hey, do you guys not see that?"
I was looking this way.
As
You guys
Tuttle,
don't see it?
as Tuttle
Okay.
points it out to you, you now see what seems to be a gentle fall of snow in the distance, 70 feet away.
Now that I see it, do I notice anything particularly odd about the speed at which the snow is falling?
Roll me a nature check.
All right.
Regardless of where you guys go, I want to go check that out and see if that's actually snow or not, because that might be a good sign.
13.
13. Some of the snow seems to move in an interesting way. It's not just a gentle downward motion. It's almost like it's kind of goes side to side. Not all of them, but just seems like a few of the
Almost like
this
feathers falling.
So, Vera, being an air genasi, is very attuned with the wind.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to attempt to just kind of like feel its pull and sways and see if they can like sense out the pattern.
Okay, so are you doing
Or
this
to
from...
sense out to see. This is just a general perception check.
Okay. For the wind itself.
For any denoted patterns within the wind, yeah.
Understood. Go ahead and roll me up that perception check.
22.
Vera, you feel no wind. It is still here.
There are many lies in this place. It seems our eyes are not always to be trusted.
So Tuttle is making his way over. How far are you all behind Tuttle?
I mean, however far he had gotten before drawing our attention to it, I will have started going then, especially when I noticed the certain flakes that are fluttering like this instead of a direct fall, because I definitely want to get a closer look at those.
Okay.
So Vera will be like maybe 5 feet behind Avaran.
All right. So Avaran is about 15 feet behind Tuttle, and you are about 5-10 feet behind Avaran, Vera. Tuttle, you make your way to the scene, and the closer you get, the redder it gets. It's like the light here that was just, it's just been darkness before. Things start to shift. The light starts to shift slowly to red. So now this is more of a kind of red lit area.
Tuttle's gonna stop.
Okay. I'm going to say you are about 15, 20 feet away from the actual falling questionable snow. And as you stop, what do you do or say?
Guys, it's red. I've been in hell before. This is big hell vibes right now. And he's gonna wait for them to come. So if we're gonna continue down this, we're gonna go together.
Okay.
Because he's scared.
So from being 15 feet back, do I also see the red, or does it get red as I come up to where he is?
You also see the red, but as you gradually get forward to where Tala is, it gets more red, and it's like red light. Ambient red light in the area.
Oh yes, this definitely looks more hell-like.
Yeah, you remember.
And you all smell something kind of irony. Kind of an iron smell.
That's blood.
I can almost taste it on the air.
I don't like this. Never mind. I'm not gonna collect this material.
You all start to hear this deep, guttural roar that seems to echo around you.
At that, I slowly take my shield and my snake sword out and arm myself.
Same. Me with my daggers.
What does Vera do?
I don't need weapons. I got
Vera's like, whatever the fuck,
Typical
sure.
He's got the lightning and the thunder right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you hear this get louder and louder, you start to hear this subtle scream. It sounds like it's far away, but then like it rises in volume to like they're in the area with you. Just and it's like, and you hear this ripping, you hear this splattering, the scream, and all of a sudden the scream goes flat. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Quick question.
Yes.
You're-
Oh
we're
my
in the
god.
middle-
Oh, sorry.
We were in the middle of combat last session,
Mm-hmm.
and we're returning to that combat.
Toddle has gotten a short rest since they were in the fight. You two are brand new here.
No. I meant this is more of the campaign. How can I do a long rest and not change what's going on in main game?
You can make a note of where you were in our game, or you could just start on a scratch paper to kind of like
I wrote
ticks
down
there.
my stats from the end of last episode, just so that I could know where to set them back to once we pick it back up.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
give me a sec. I'm gonna intentionally just put me on last on our initiative order.
Okay. You don't want to roll for it?
No, because I gotta take notes right now.
You have time. We're gonna go to break right before you get into it. So let's start with Avaran. What did you get?
10.
10 for
Well, I
Avaran.
also got 10. So
All right, Vera got a 10 as well. Toddle, what did we get?
I rolled a 20 again, and that's a 21.
20.
I'm getting 20s this game.
Hell yeah. And so right before we get into it, we're going to go ahead and take our break, guys.
Let's do it.
Remember to put in exclamation point critical in the chat for your chance to win some critical dice. And we will call the winner when we get back. See you soon.
Boy, ever boy.
And there was chocolate sauce everywhere.
And
Oh my that's the last time I invite you to the orgy, man.
all right, so giving you guys some more time to enter in the giveaway, we are going to call it after this fight. Let me go ahead and pop this on. Maybe a little bit louder. Yeah, we'll go here for now. All right, so to start, let me pop up my... Here we go. So I go first. I rolled a nat 20 plus things. So...
Damn.
So as you guys look around in this red lit forest of black, you see this being walk out of the nearby brush. It is a large, huge. It kind of constantly shifts in and out of its own form. It looks to be this amalgamation of red tinged black shadow and kind of a amoebus wolf persona. Eyes red, maw agape with these kind of dripping teeth with this kind of sizzling burn as the saliva hits the ground and the ground burns from under it. And you see these tentacles coming out the back of the mane of the creature. And it's coming and it's looking directly at you all. I need every last one of you, even you, chat. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you look upon this thing.
Is it magic?
No.
Remember, +3 on saving throws when you're near me. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice!
16 plus 3, 19.
17.
17. All right. So as you see this thing, Avaran, it reminds you of that thing that you hate most, as its wolf-like face looks upon you and growls. You are not frightened by this thing. You are ready for anything that it tries to throw at you. Vera, the same. You feel this wave of like your heartbeat starting to raise, but then you focus and your heartbeat starts to settle back to its form of rest. You are not afraid. Toddle, this thing is fucking huge. And it is looking at you with its mouth agape, waiting to rip you apart. You are frightened of this thing. And you are now under the condition of fear. You have disadvantage on everything. All right, and that's going to last for the next minute or until you break it at the end of one of your turns. So as you see this thing walk upon you, it's currently about 30 feet away, and it just shifts as it's kind of like a part of like this red-black shadow all around you. It shifts and all of a sudden goes straight to you, Avaran, and it's going to try to bite you in two. Let's see if it hits. Which dice should I use? Let's use
The dicey kind?
The wolfy kind?
So
You
it's
don't
gonna...
have wolfy dice? Jeez.
I do have wolfy dice, actually. But let's see, what am I adding to this to get you?
Remember, Calamity's not here. No +4.
23. This one, 23 get you?
Ooh, 23 does get me.
It's gonna and it's going to kind of bite down. It's hard for you to even understand what it's doing because its form is like ever moving, but it's gonna take a huge chomp into you. It's gonna be these guys. You're gonna take 34 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Finally. That is the first strength saving throw I've ever had to do.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And every time Anne says strength save, I'm like, ing throw? Like a nice, big, healthy modifier on that one.
Let's see what you get.
So my roll of 16 brings me to 27.
All right, you do not get knocked prone by this creature. It's going to... It's going to try to take another bite at you. It does not have advantage because you are not prone. Does 19 hit you, Avaran?
My AC is 19.
All right, then it's going to take another chomp at you. So that's going to be... Ooh, math. $42 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw once again.
42.
As this thing is trying to rip you, put its like amoeba's paw on your chest.
Total of 25.
You are not knocked prone. And it's going to end its turn right in front of you. And you can see that its feet are like, they're there, but they're not there. It's very interesting. You can tell that this creature is either flying or just semi-hovering and has this form. It would seem maybe just for its own amusement. But it is ravaging, looking at you, ready to tear you apart. Next up, we have Vera. You're next. What do you do?
How far away is it from me?
I'm going to say it's probably about 15 feet away from you.
All right, well, I'm going to do the thing.
Do the thing.
I will shadow step up to it,
Okay.
and then I will attack it. Because I shadow step to it, I get advantage.
Go for it. What'd you get?
Hold on, I'm rolling the second one. 21.
21 hits.
6, and then I also.
And how
because
are
I
you
had
punching
advantage-
this? How are you punching this
Hold
thing?
on,
Paint me a picture.
All right, cool. So total damage is 8, and basically Vera just into the shadows, and like as they appear out, like kind of like stepping out of the shadow, it's an uppercut into its like side, hitting one of its pressure points.
Gotcha. As you do that, you punch it, and you see kind of like this ripple of black around its body. And that was a total of it. Was that your first? That was your first blow?
That was my first strike with the sneak attack damage. Total 8.
Okay.
I will then, after the uppercut, with my other fist, punch straight into the same spot.
Go for it.
$17.
17 just hits. And
6.
just
And then I'm gonna spend a key point. So basically, after I punch it and I connect and I do the 6 damage, I'm gonna like, or they're gonna flick their hand out like that to like push key into that pressure point that I've just hit twice now. And if they can make I think it's con.
I'll go ahead and just roll the d20 and you let me know what to add. Alright.
God fucking damn it. Sorry, I've got my contacts on and it's not being nice to me right now.
And as you're looking for this, your punches are magical bludgeoning, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Be ready, Tuttle. You'll next up right after Vera. No,
it is a con.
wait.
It is a Constitution save.
A con save. So that's going to be a total of 13.
It is stunned till my next turn.
So wait, did Toddle also roll a 10? Because I know Vera and I both rolled 10.
Yeah,
I went to Vera first by accident. We're going to Toddle
It's all
right
good.
after.
Cool.
You said stunning, was it?
The stunning strike, yeah. They have to, if it's under 15, they're stunned till my next turn.
Got you. As you
And the end of my next turn, to be clear.
As you make this punch and you try to focus on the key within it, it seems to have no effect at all. It seems that this thing is immune to being stunned.
Cool.
What else you got?
That's my turn.
That's it? All right, now we're going to go to Toddle. My bad.
You're golden, little baby Toddle. Okay, so Toddle's feared. I have things to defend against literally everything but being feared, so it's bad artificer over here.
No.
If anyone's poisoned, if anyone's blind, if anyone's paralyzed, I got you. If you are feared, I don't got you. And this is a horror game, so that's kind of fitting. So anyway, so he, while being feared, he is going to reach into his pocket and pop out this bright yellow glowing elixir and drink it. This is an experimental elixir that I have rolled in the past that I have been saving. It's for boldness. So it's adding a d4. Basically, just adding a d4 to my rolls.
Okay.
So that'll be my action. Bonus action is also going to be I would like to cast a thing. Let me see. I'm gonna see that Avaran took a handful of hits there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Took like 75% of my hit points in
yeah,
that turn.
yeah, definitely gonna see that. And as a bonus action, you're gonna see Toddle as he's chugging this elixir, like smash it on the ground whenever he's done, and like do this like motion with his hands, and all the glass from this elixir is gonna like turn into glitter or sparkles rather, and I'm gonna like try to channel that towards Avaran in his direction. This is Toddle casting Healing Word,
Ooh.
and I'm casting it at a 3rd spell slot. So this is going to Avaran. I need to roll some d4s. Give me a second here.
Go for it.
One. Ah! Okay, I didn't do great. Let's see. 12. So, Avaran, you get 12 hit points.
I will take it.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
What else you got?
That was it. That was my action and bonus action. So,
And how far away do you want to be from this creature?
very far away. I'm a small child.
Okay, well tell me how far away you are.
I'm gonna use whatever the rest of my walking to get the fuck away from this thing. I want it not to notice me.
Is your walking speed 25?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you're probably about 35 feet away from the 40 feet away from this creature right now.
Thank you. I would like to be very far away.
And right after your turn, Toddle, this creature is going to take a legendary action. And it's going to look at Vera, as Vera, you were the one who just punched it twice. And it's going to take a snap at you. Oh, that's not great. 15 to hit you?
Vera moves out of the way.
All right. Takes a snap at you with this legendary action. Misses you horribly. And now we come to Avaran. What you got?
Let's see. So, I am actually still trying to figure that out. 1 second here, because I know what I want to cast. I just want to make sure I know what the wisdom saving throw is going to be on it, because it's not really saying.
Mm-hmm.
And now it just went away. How close am I to this wolf creature?
You are right to its side. It turned around to look at Vera, but you are like right next to it. You're within 5 feet.
So it just turned to look at Vera. It didn't actually move towards him.
Vera, you were right next to it, right?
Yeah.
Because you punched it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough. Darn, I was hoping I was going to get an opportunity attack on it.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Let me just check one more thing here, because I think I want to cast Abjure Enemy on it using my whatchamacallit, the Channel Divinity. I just need to see what my spell save is. Okay. So, using my bonus action, casting Abjure Enemy, it has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Here we go. Wisdom save. What do we got here? Total of 18.
Damn. All right. So that doesn't work. And so at that, I am going to attack.
Go for it. Let your true self free, Avaran.
24.
24 hits.
Okay. And just while I'm at it, I'll see if the other one hits too, so I know what to roll. 28 will hit.
Yep.
And so with 2 slashes of my snake sword, I hit this wolf creature, which is going to do let's see, 6d6 of regular damage plus 12, and then another 2d8 of fire damage.
Okay.
Let me roll the regular damage. Let's see. That's 9.
And please give me the damages separately, please.
Okay. So 20 plus 12, so it's 32 regular damage.
32 regular damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is regular? Is it piercing, slashing? What is it?
Slashing.
Okay.
What size is this creature, by the way?
Large.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in addition to that 32 slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take an additional 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. All right.
And then I am... Screw it, I'm an action surge. Because this thing hit me hard, and I am going to...
Payback is a bitch.
Much,
Yeah.
exactly, as much damage as I can on this mother.
Do it.
All right. You said 17 hits?
17 hits, yes.
All right, I got that one. And I don't hit the next one. So because I missed that other attack, I'm going to pump a Divine Smite into the one that did hit.
Okay.
And let's see, I'm going to use a second level, which is another 3d8 radiant damage.
You didn't do any radiant damage on the first
I didn't
part
on
of your turn.
on the
All right, making sure.
first part, no.
Making sure.
Because I wasn't sure I wanted to use it yet.
Yeah.
All right. So that one attack is going to be 3d6. Ooh, nice. That was 1 point short of max damage on that.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 17 plus 6. That's 23 slashing.
23 slashing from a magical sword. Is that correct? Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't rolled the fire damage yet,
All
though.
right. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. And actually, so it's 3d8s for the... Where is it? For the radiant damage. Where the hell did my other d8 go? Ah, there it is.
I ate it.
So another 16 radiant damage.
16 radiant.
And then one more d8 of fire damage. Ooh, an 8.
8 fire. So you do notice that with the spark of divine power, Avran, that this its black shadow body did kind of like ripple away from that divine light, but then it kind of came back together. You saw that divine light against this shadow being is pretty good.
And that will end my turn.
All right. It will kind of roar out in pain as you did an amazing amount of damage. And it's going to turn back and look at you, and it's going to snap at you. That's going to be plus total of 19 to hit.
Ah, it just hits.
All right, so that's going to be this. Oh, that was a low roll. That was pretty bad. 23 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
All right. Dirty 20.
You are not knocked prone by the jaws, and it's going to, after it snaps at you and you kind of like reel back, it's going to turn its back to Vera. And to you, Vera, it is going to... Do I want to do that yet? No, too early, not yet. So it's just going to try to give you a good old-fashioned bite like it did to Avran. $24 to hit you.
No, that doesn't hit.
Oh,
No, I'm lying.
shoot!
Of course
Oh,
it fucking hits.
oh, darn it. All right, here we go. Now that was a fucking good roll. Okay, all right. So...
Dying.
You take 46 points of piercing damage.
No, I do not. I'm going to, as an action, activate my my Brand of the Shadowfell tattoo. I will insubstantiate after the hit and take half damage.
Okay. What did I say it was? 40. What did I say it was? 40 what?
I said it was 48.
48. All right, so you take 24. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please, Vera.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Natch 20.
You do not
Total
fall prone.
20.
You are too graceful and light on your feet. You are not knocked prone by this extreme hit that you just barely got out of the way of to take full damage.
So basically what happens when I activate this, which I only get one charge by the way, so you know, you used it, GG. For like half a second, I'm like not all the way on the same plane. I'm like almost a ghost.
You pretty much almost blend in with the kind of dark shadow ghostly plane around you. Very, very nice. All right, it is not going to move, but it will be focusing on Vera and Avran, mostly Vera right now. Next up in line is going to be Toddle. What you got?
Okay, so Toddle's gonna see all this happening and is gonna see that it's frozen and is gonna actually use my walking speed to walk over to the creature and see that it's like not focusing on him and is going to make an attack.
You walk up to its warbling body. Go ahead.
But it's not noticing me. I'm so small. He can't see me.
You're
I'm
so
tiny.
small, and
I'm so tiny.
And I have no idea what you're doing, but am I to a? Well, wait. You're 40 feet away from it right now, so you move 25 feet. You won't be within 5 feet. Is that okay for you?
Dash.
That's fine.
You want to dash? All right. You use your movement.
No, I mean, it's that's fine that I'm not within 5 feet.
Okay. All right. What will you do? You use your 25 feet to get a little bit closer. So you're close to Avram, but you're like 15 feet away from the creature.
Is that my whole action?
No.
Okay, cool.
Since you didn't dash to get like right up against the creature, yeah.
No. This is gonna be Toddle casting lightning lure, one of my cantrips.
Go for it.
Okay, so let's see if this. Does it 17 hit?
17 just hits.
Oh.
Just hits. That's
Okay.
the AC.
Thank God. Thank God. Okay. All right. So Toddle has some power with lightning, as he is endowed with the God of Instinct, and is gonna see an opportunity to attack, and is gonna just like he does with his thunderclaps. It's gonna be the same way with lightning lure, where we're gonna start seeing Toddle kind of like rubbing his hands together, kind of like starting to see lightning flicker in between everything, and it's gonna create a flash of lightning, and it's gonna strike the creature within 15 feet. I need you to make a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me.
Bold! Bold! All right, here we go. Strength saving throw. That doesn't look great. Hold on, let me take a look. Total of 14 strength save.
Oh, okay, yay. So you are going to be pulled in a 10 feet straight line towards me. And then that means, so Here pulled 10.
Question. I do have a question for you. How
Yeah.
big can the creature be to do this?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just allow it then. Okay.
Okay. And then
Generally, when it does, it's one size up to one size larger, unless it says otherwise.
And then does that mean you're in 5 feet of me now?
There is a 5-foot gap between you and this creature now.
Yay! Then I can attack you. So okay. So I'm doing 3 d8s. Give me just a second.
Okay. So and just to be clear, like you're not right up against this thing. There's a gap of 5. Okay, just make sure. All right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
3,
So did it basically go from the space on one side of me to
2,
the space
3,
on the other
4,
side
5,
of me?
6, 7, 8.
This
and
it's
1, 2,
its body is
4.
malleable and it's actually more floating than being on the ground.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just planning for my turn. It's like, am I still within 5
it's
feet?
above you. It's above you.
So you will be taking 19 damage. That's with my boldness modifier.
And this is lightning damage.
This is lightning damage.
All right, and you said what was the number?
19.
19. Gotcha.
And then as Tuttle does this, he as a bonus action, Tuttle is going to look around and see that both Vera and Avran have taken some damage and is going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, you have that? Okay.
I do. I have Mass Healing Word, so I'm gonna cast that.
Okay.
And he is gonna do his pocket. How he heals is with pocket sand. So he does his pocket sand that looks like glitter and is going to shoot it off into both directions for y'all. Let me do some rolling here. Oh, and he's saying things because it's words of restoration.
Okay.
Okay, and this is obviously at 3rd level, 1d4. Okay. Six. 6. Okay, so both of you add 6. 6 hit points.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, it's only
Better than
1d4.
nothing. Good stuff.
take what we
Good
can get.
stuff.
Once again, rules as written, it's proven. It's just better to wait for someone to go down.
I think you
Better
did
to
a
wait for someone to
fantastic.
go down.
You did a fantastic job, Mackenzie.
No, you did a
are
great job.
You
I'm
are
more
saving
mad at
your
Wizards
your
for
team.
Not writing good balance.
It's only 1d4. I found. Okay, well, whatever.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good stuff. So you use the lightning lure. You use mass cure wounds. You moved, and I think that's your turn.
That's it. Yeah, that's it for me.
Very nice. Very nice. Tuttle,
Yay.
right after your turn, this creature does not like that you just pulled you to it, but it's still going to focus more on the people that it's already been fighting. So Vera, you are about to get
I don't know. It sounds like this thing's kind of fucking racist. You know, I'm just.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Get ready for a bite.
It's speciesist.
So that's going to be a total of... I always forget what to add to the hit. What is this? Total of 17 to hit you.
Get fucked. Nope.
It's going to try to snap at you again. And I'm dice jail to this dice. It's gone. I miss it.
Still.
Dice jail. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so after that, Vera, you're up. As Vera is doing crazy dodge moves. What you got?
I will.
You can't do that much. You gonna punch or you gonna cast silence? I don't know. Choose.
I got options, man. I got a lot of options.
Option.
When I punched it, how malleable was he?
Extremely. Body is ever moving and warbling in the space around it.
I will punch it in the face.
Go for it.
Does a 24 hit?
It does. I'm gonna use the metal dice that Anne gave us. I'm gonna use that. Let's see how that.
I
works for
always
me.
use the metal dice that Anne gave us, except for right now because I don't know where they are. So I'm using.
You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself.
You just told.
So first one's gonna be 4 damage.
For
And
magical punching, okay.
Yes, and the second one misses. Actually,
All
wait.
right.
What was the lowest attack that's hit him so far?
I don't remember, and neither do you.
I think a 17 hit.
Tick, 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 tick,
2,
tick.
3.
Why do you have something to boost
I'm gonna
damage
spend
rolls?
3 key points
Mm-hmm.
to increase my roll by 6.
Okay.
That's 18.
18 to hit.
Yeah,
Hits.
nice.
Nice. I didn't even know that was a monk thing. That sounds cool.
5 damage.
5 magical bludgeoning damage.
Yes. And then, as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm. Avaran, you're right after Vera.
I am going to Fury of Blows.
Ooh, go for it. Make it cool. What does it look like?
So basically, it was ta-ta, and then this one, it's almost like time kind of slows down for a second, and then it's bam, bam one more time, but everyone else just sees 2 strikes. Like, it's so fast. 19 hits.
Yes, 19 hits.
For a second, I thought you were going to be like speed bagging. its head.
Just a natural 20 hit.
A natural, it hits. It fucking hits.
Um,
I don't want to play in a game where a natural 20 doesn't hit.
Hit,
that'd be
right?
fine. So the
I
natural
actually
20
have
is
a-
9
we'll talk about
damage,
it later.
and then the normal is 6.
All right, 9 and 6, and this is all magical bludgeoning.
Yes.
All right, what else you got?
I am going to move away towards Avaran.
Okay. I'm guessing you're saying in the range of this creature? Or are you moving away and then like coming... Because like right... Yeah, no, yeah. Because like right now it is literally... Its head is like floating above
Okay,
Avaran.
I'm
So, yeah,
actually going to attempt
Mhm.
to jump away from it.
Okay. All right. How far do you want to jump? However.
What are your rules on jumping, using the jump action to get out of the area of influence of a creature?
It's the same as running away from a creature. Like whether you like run or you leap away, you are still going to get a
On Baldur's Gate,
opportunity.
baby. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna attempt to flip away from it. So I will invoke an attack of opportunity based on your rules.
All right, here we go. You sound so salty about it.
I'm not. I'm just asking.
That's going to be 22 to hit you. I'll go ahead and just roll these because I feel like it hits you. Yeah, it probably hits you.
I don't know any one of us who has more than a 20 AC.
Actually, I do. I know someone who does. All right, so that's gonna be. That's gonna be. $42 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm assuming 10 means I'm knocked prone.
Yeah. Yeah. Right as you are flipping away, it kind of like bites you, and it messes up your whole flipping flow. And so, unfortunately, you do not land on your feet. You land on your ass and your back, and you hear kind of like a crack. So you are the distance you are away from it, and you are prone. You still have movement to... How far did you flip away?
Well, it would have been up to the point where its opportunity of attack triggered, so I'm at the edge of its influence.
All right. You are prone at the edge of its influence. Since you want to word it that way. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Beautiful, Vera. At the end of your turn, Vera... It can't. You're too far away. Avran, it's going to try to chomp you. And it's going to try to chomp you with a different thing. You see in its mouth, it begins to glow in like this kind of like... It looks like fire, but it's not. It looks like smoke, but it's not. This confusing red floating energy begins to kind of like flow off of its jaws as it is going to attempt to bite you. God
So was this
damn.
like a reaction to something? Because I thought the creature was top of the order.
Legendary action.
Oh, wait. Also, by the way,
Yes, yes.
I do have the Crusher feat. I did crit it with an attack. Everyone has advantage on attack rolls against it.
Good to know. Make a note. So that's going to be 15 to hit you, Avaran.
Doesn't hit.
It totally missed. How do you dodge out of the way of these jaws? What does it look like?
So as I see the jaws coming for me, I raise my shield, and it basically... Here, I'll use my charger as an example. If this is the shield, the jaws kind of clamp down on it like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Beautiful. As you do so, it completely misses. And it was going to be a good one, too. Avaran, you're up. What you got?
Well, since I'm within 5 feet of it, I am going to disengage. And then, so, it doesn't create an opportunity of attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to run 30 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then use Second Wind to give myself 1d10 plus 4 hit points.
Oh, smart boy over here. I see you. Okay.
For a total of 10.
Good shit. Good shit. Do you have action bonus? That was movement. Good stuff. All right.
I mean, yeah, that was it.
Next up is going to be me. It sees that you've made a good distance away from it as it tries to chomp you on your way out, but it looks at the closest thing to it, and it's going to be Vera on the ground. It almost like teleports as it moves within this red lit darkness. It like almost teleports to you, Vera, and you are familiar with this as you can also too go through the shadows, and it is going to try to bite you on the ground.
It has advantage.
You think I forgot? That's the whole point. And this is going to be, you're going to see the same thing as it tried to do with Avaran. Its jaws are going to glow like this glowing red mist as it's going to do a draining maw on you. So let's see. Good thing it's this advantage. All right. 25 to hit you.
That hits.
All right, so this is going to be this.
I'll save us some time. If it's more than 20, I'm down.
Well, let's see. 17 points of what is this? 17 points of necrotic damage to you. Look at you staying alive. And from that, ooh, there's a little extra thing on here. Okay. So from that necrotic hit, I'm going to roll a d4. Ooh. Vera's strength score goes down by 4.
The total number?
The total number of the strength score, not the modifier, the score itself. It goes down by 4.
Vera's strength is now 4.
If you or anyone else get to 0 on strength, you die. All right.
Wow.
So after that was its first. That was its first bite. It's gonna go in with a second with advantage. This is gonna be 22 to hit you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
How many HP do you have left?
Well, part of if it's more than 20, I'm dead, and then you do 17.
I wasn't making a note of it. How much HP do you have left before
I'm
this
at
attack?
3.
You're at 3? Good to know. This was not a draining maw, it was a regular bite. So you just go unconscious on the ground. You all see Vera hit the ground with these bits of tattered robes and like these claw and bite marks within her flesh, and they are bleeding out on the ground before you, and their blood is adding to the iron smell in the air. Let's see. So I'm gonna say you were 15 feet away, and if I remember correctly. Oh, by the way, Toddle, it did leave your. No, you were 5 feet away from it. All right, now since Vera has hit the ground, it's gonna run to you, Toddle, because you are in range. And yeah, it's just gonna growl in front of you as it used up all of its actions. So it's right before you, and Everin, you see Vera down, and you see this huge amalgamous wolf-like creature about to take some chunks out of Toddle. So let's see. Toddle, it's your turn.
Okay. I need like an insight on where everyone's at, like the field right now.
So I'm gonna say Avaran is roughly 20 feet away from you because he uses full 30 movement to get like out of there. So Avaran is 20 feet away from you. Vera is 20 feet away from you, lying on the ground bleeding out. What do you do? And this creature, is right there, like looming above you.
Okay. Well, I had a plan, but let me reverse this a little bit.
It happens. I feel you.
Toddle is going to cast invisibility because fuck that. It's a concentration, but yeah. So yeah, I'm invisible.
All right. Is there anything that you wish to do before you go invisible with your bonus action?
Yeah. Let me see.
Because typically it's always like good to like use that bonus action first and then like, whew. And Toddle would know that.
Toddle unfortunately doesn't have any ways of restoring people.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have healing, not restoring fully. So,
well, when you say restoring, what do you mean?
Like bringing people back from the dead.
If you give me one HP,
I'm
unconscious.
I got it, guys. I got it. So, you know that Vera is unconscious. They are not dead yet.
Right.
They can still be brought back with healing.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to make my way. I'm gonna use as much as my walking speed to try to make my way over to Vera.
All right. You do so, and you do not leave the area of this creature, so you do not get opportunity of attack. So you are currently invisible. You move to Vera. And that's all you do? You do not use a bonus action for anything? Okay.
Nope, that's all I can do right now.
And let me just look at this creature's stats real quick. Okay. Okay. Good turn. Good turn. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. And you can see it like looking for you. It's like nuzzling in the ground and like, and it's going to look over at the only creature that's standing in its vision, and it's going to almost teleport. You see this thing like swirl, Avaran, and it like hits the ground and disappears, and then right behind you, and it's going to try to bite you. $22 to hit you.
It is.
This is going to be a draining maw. That was a really good spin on that. You take 26 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus.
And now I have to roll a d4 to see how low your strength score falls. Your strength score falls by 2. And after that, it's going to take another bite at you. Oh yeah, no. For this one, it does. You don't need to save. It's gonna try to take another bite. Well, where are you going? Does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
You barely. Let's get like don't even get the tip of these jaws go as it tries to bite and grapple you to the ground, and it misses. That is the end of its turn, or that's the end of its legendary. Vera, so as you're lying there on the ground, bleeding out, your body fighting for air, tell us, what runs through Vera's mind as they slowly fall into darkness? It's said that people often see their life flash before their eyes on their way out. What does Vera see?
Vera is just reciting some monastic texts from her order, and it's truth is only found in lies, 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 and just on a loop.
Go ahead and roll me your first death save.
I'm gonna actually roll a d20 for this one, so let me see if I can. Alright, cool.
And just reminding chat that if you are a sub or a patron, you are free to give a luck and an inspiration to anyone you choose. It could be the players, it could be me.
Better not be you.
What's that roll? We're on the edge of our seats, Butters.
15.
You succeed your first death save as you recant this mantra over and over and over as your blood begins to stain the ground under you and reach out a couple of feet. Next up, Avaran, what you got?
Well, let's see. I would have to use my action to disengage with this guy again, which means I can't heal anyone because I don't have any bonus actions that heal. So I am going to stand my ground, and I am going to turn and face this fucker and swing my sword.
Go for it.
But have the presence of mind to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him.
Oh, look at you go! I'm proud of you. I almost want to give you advantage, but I won't. I can't.
So normally a 19 would not be a crit, but I am a champion fighter. And so I get, crits on 19 and 20. So I crit on my first attack.
Oh shit. Okay. I might let me break out my calculator because I already know you about to go crazy.
And 17 on the second one.
17 just hits.
Fuck. Okay. So on the crit, I'm gonna pump that with a level 2 Divine Smite.
Okay. And remember to give me all the damage separately, please, sir.
Yes. In fact, I'm gonna have to write it down just to make sure that I do it all. So normally this is
as you do your math and I do my math. Butters, Mackenzie, what's a really cool one of our cool sponsors we want to talk about right now? Go for it.
I happen to already personally purchase stuff from Griffin Co. I, as a hobby, back way back when, in the long years of the past of this channel, before the COVID times, we used to actually sit down and all play together, which required us to have sets. So me being the artsy fartsy person, number 5, because a bunch of people here are actually artists, but I just happen to be the one who also was into minis, would help make these sets for the show, and we were early into the Griffin's co-sponsors, and I liked a lot of the stuff that we got from them so much. I went out and bought just a bunch of their products, and I've used them to this day. So when I say I enjoy this, I really like this thing, it is because I enjoy it. I like this thing. I've met them in person. They're great people, dope products. I'm currently working on doing some terrain from some of their cave stuff, which I'm making the Underdark. I busted out my nice airbrushes for it, and
that's fantastic. What can our viewers, when they purchase from Griffin Co., what's the code to get a good % off?
How about you tell me, GW?
Fabled42 is the code to get 22% off your purchase at griffinco.com. Check them out. Chris, you ready?
I am almost ready.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Mackenzie.
Because I realized I was rolling for the first attack. I haven't rolled for the second one yet.
Woo,
Oh, shit.
Lord. Mackenzie, tell me about Critical Dice.
Yeah, so Butters talking about his experience with one of our sponsors. I have an experience with another one of our sponsors, and that's Critical Dice. I actually, because I won some days ago, was able to give my old boss, who was into tabletop games, a set of the Critical Dice that we got. They make really good gifts for anybody who likes playing not even just D&D, but tabletop games. And while my old boss does not know a whole lot about D&D, he likes to play several other kinds of tabletop games, has whole nights dedicated to it. And for the price that they offer at Critical Dice, it is so affordable to get a really hardy set of dice, whether it be the resin cast materials or the metal ones. I think that even just entering in our giveaways, if you're not someone who uses dice for whatever reason, try to maybe get some for a friend or a coworker. You might not even know how it'll affect their day just giving them a little gift like that. And I happen to know that my person that I gifted to was very pleased and very excited with the set, especially knowing that, hey, I've spoken to the owner, Jason. He's featured in some of our games here, and you can check all those out on YouTube, by the way. Also phenomenal human being and wonderful sponsor to be able to advertise for. And I've been very happy with my set, and you've seen me gush on and on about materials, as I am very similar to Toddle in that regard. So definitely an option for you. And they have a website that makes it really convenient for you to do it at all in. So why not? Give it a shot. Buy someone a nice pair of dice and make their day happy, you know? Get a bunch of dice and then give them to all your friends. You never know when a good set of dice will really make someone stay.
Oh my god! Way to make that
Is the
freaking
truth.
emotional. Golly!
It's
My
a good
heart.
gift.
You almost made
It's
me
a good
cry.
gift. Dice are the perfect gift. They're not terribly
They are.
expensive, or at least the critical dice are not that expensive. They're very well priced for the quality or the really cool quality and the effort that they're putting into. Like, hello.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Chris, how we
course.
looking?
Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
All right. So on the crit, it's
Oh,
going to
boy.
be 37 slashing damage,
Okay.
37 radiant damage,
37 radiant. Okay.
12 fire damage, and 5 from the hunter's mark.
Did you double the hunter's mark damage on the crit?
I did.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
no. So excuse me. It would be
You have to remath.
10 from hunter's mark. Ooh.
Good lord. Okay. Okay. All right.
On the second attack, that was not a crit.
Okay. Okay.
It is 20 slashing damage,
Okay.
17 radiant damage,
Okay.
1 fire damage, and 4 from the hunter's mark, for a total of 138 damage.
Yeah! That's our paladin! That's the paladin!
Whoo! Okay. Okay. And I will say this, Mr. Chris, that our duel that we have going on is only for the Crypt Creatures show, not for this one.
Oh,
Fair enough.
most total damage.
So I'll just let you know. But I need you to tell us what Toddle sees Avaran do to this beast. It is still alive, but I need you to paint us a picture of this attack.
So Toddle sees Avaran turn and look up at this creature and rear his snake sword, his whip sword back. You know, it's engulfed in flames, and slashes it across this thing's face. As not only is it engulfed in flames, but it glows even brighter with radiant energy. And it's almost like with the blade striking it across the face, there's this burst of white light, almost blinding Toddle. Then on the backswing, he kind of comes with like an upward slash, getting him like across the neck, and can see, even as the whip sword has left him, that there's like flaming energy still burning his throat.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right.
And so that will end Avaran's turn.
What the fuck am I gonna do now? Who's after you? Me? Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's me. Okay. All right. After that blow, and after all of that damage, it is going to all right. You see this thing howl out in pain. And this howl, it sounds like a wolf, but it doesn't. It sounds like slurping like noises from like wet tentacles, but it doesn't. It sounds like a raining fog, but it doesn't. This sound is so alien to your ears that it's hard for your brain to process it. And as it howls out, it's like everything around you starts to shake. The ground, the trees. It's almost as if the sky itself, it's shaking. And you're gonna see this thing swirl around in like this rage, this red rage of black energy. And it's going to kind of leap away from you. You have an opportunity attack.
I will take it. And actually, hold on. I just got something on this level here.
Uh-oh.
So, Relentless Avenger. When I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can move up to half my speed immediately after the attack as part of the same reaction without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So I can hit it. Well, if I hit it, excuse me, then
Mhm.
I can move and it can't hit me back.
All right, go for it.
Another 19. So it's another
Nice.
crit.
Roll it.
I don't
Yes.
unfortunately have another level 2 spell slot to use on a smite, so I'm just going to roll for regular crit damage.
Go for it. Go for it. Butters, did you see that someone
right.
gifted you something in chat?
I didn't. Oh, sweet.
What did
Thank you
get
for the
gifted?
luck.
Oh, nice.
All right. And as Averin does his math, I will.
I've already done the math, actually.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Okay, cool.
So it's going to be 31 slashing damage and 14 fire damage.
14 fire. As it like jumps away from you, and you like I guess move closer to it if you want. I don't know. Or away. I don't know.
I guess as it's jumping, I hit it as it's going up, and then who is closer to me, Vera or Toddle?
You don't see Toddle. You only see Vera bleeding out on the ground, and they are. I'm gonna say they're gonna be roughly 30 feet away from you.
I can move half.
Yeah.
I can move half of that distance then, so I'm now 15 feet away from Vera.
Excellent. So as you do that, and like as you hit it, there's another roar of pain as it jumps away from you in this cloud, and kind of like hits the ground and kind of like swirls and resolidifies as like this unknown beast. You see bits of its shadowy form like fall, like it's just heavy dark clouds. It's like as it hits the ground, it kind of like dissipates, and it's just like more and more of it is falling off, and it's like you can see the black bones under its seemingly smokish flesh and spikish fur. And you see it like seep into the black ground as it flees from you, and you are out of combat as this thing left you be.
That's right, you better run, you fucker.
What?
I immediately rush over to Vera and kind of almost like I do like a baseball slide, like to get next to them, and lay my hands on their chest and cast use lay on hands pool. I have 40 points. I'm gonna give Vera half of it, 20.
And in Toddle's movement, what he was doing while all that was happening with the beast was running. No one could see this, but was running towards it while invisible, running towards Vera. Was gonna offer a vial, but now that we're out of combat, let's see. I'm gonna remove my invisibility and cast. Actually, he's gonna hand him a greater potion, greater healing. I was gonna hand feed it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna feed Vera.
I was gonna hand feed it, but yeah, if Averin did what he did, then Vera's up, and I can just start shoving him in his face.
All right. So
They will take the vial and gingerly chug it down. How much is that?
Do I have to roll it, or can you roll it? You're the
I
one
can
drinking.
roll it, but how much is it?
Greater?
Which is
4d4
4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Yep.
And I have plenty of them, actually, if you want more.
And just from my understanding, for the
16.
the unconscious bleeding out Vera, you healed them and then you gave them a greater potion so they can drink it themselves.
Yes.
Okay, making sure I caught that. Butters,
And then Tuttle-
you can now remove the beautiful symbol of death from your screen, as you are no longer fading.
I'm working on it.
Can I do a medicine check on Vera to just check over their body and try to see where the wounds are so we can start bandaging?
Of course you can. You don't even have to roll for it.
Okay.
It's very apparent. So you just start taking out all of your bits and baubles and whether you have bandages or you're ripping cloth. You do all the things to bandage up Vera. We're gonna go to you, Avaran. Did that wolfish creature bring up any bad memories by chance?
So as Toddle is bandaging up Vera, I stand up, kind of take a deep breath, put my hand to my chest, and give myself the remainder of my lay on hands pool, so I get 20 hit points back. And as I do this, memories flood back to me of friends being torn apart by werewolves, and my brother and I running from said werewolves. And as we reach the end of a hallway, just kind of like an alcove with nowhere to run, we turn and face these werewolves, and we get in this brawl with them. I am then flanked by werewolves. My brother sees this, and he turns, and he shoots his crossbow bolt at the werewolf flanking me, hitting it square in the temple, making himself vulnerable to the werewolves on the other side of him. The momentum of this now dead werewolf crashes into me, and we go together out the window. And I get one last glimpse of my brother as the werewolves descend upon him. And I flash back to the moment, and I go over to Vera and Toddle, and I just check. Well, Toddle, how's our friend doing?
As he asks you this, Toddle, give me an insight check. You too, Vera. And you have a luck if you choose to use it.
Well,
I have a 9 on that.
9 on your insight? Okay. Vera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the 21.
Vera, you are trained to see lies, read between the lines, find the truth. When people try to cover things up to your face, you're trained to see it plain as day. Avaran is shaken. You feel like, though you missed a chunk of what happened as you were bleeding on the ground, you feel like Avaran had something to prove. But to who? He's sweating. He's panting. He's trying to cover up that he is bleeding out in multiple areas from his claw wounds and the teeth gouges. This is what you see before you. Tyler, you're free to answer Avaran's question now.
Toddle is gonna inspect Vera and see there's multiple wounds. So Toddle has a herbalism kit that he uses to make potions with. He's gonna be basically just using any of his seeds, anything that gives off like aloe vera type vibes, to be able to rub those into certain areas after removing any debris or anything from the wounds, and just apply bandages in order to heal and get Vera back into a not bloodied state.
Okay.
At this point, so he's pretty much just performing medicine. At some point, Tuttle is gonna turn around to Avran and also hand him a greater healing potion. Because he saw that even if he needs it or not, just because he has them.
And I will take it there in the moment, almost as if like I just had a really intense workout and I'm like dying of thirst, and I was just grab it and pull it. And I'm sorry, it was how many D4?
44? Let me check.
So as they're doing
4d4 plus 4 hit.
Vera, we come to you. What do you do?
Please, you don't need to fuss over me. I am alright.
Want to make sure you can at least move, because we still have to get out of this. And actually, I'm gonna take the opportunity to do like an investigation and just look around real quick and see where we're at now.
Casually like stands up and kind of dusts himself off.
Go ahead.
Also, should be noted, Vera did their best to not react to realizing what they realized about Avran and his current state of mind.
Why don't you go ahead and give me either a performance check or a deception check to shield your thoughts from being visible.
24. Deception.
Yeah, you do. No one is any the wiser.
Can I still do like a perception check to check the area and what's going on? Because we just had a whole bunch of snow at one point and then it became red.
Yes, go ahead and give me that investigation roll.
Investigation. 18, 19, 20, 21. 22.
Whew. Yeah. So as you look around, it's less pulsing. It's still red light here in this kind of black silhouetted kind of dense dying forest. Though the red is not pulsing anymore when that creature was present. It's just a stable, ever red. Oh, thanks for the raid, friends. Hello, -2 charisma. Hope you guys had a fantastic time over there. We have a giveaway happening right now. If you guys type in !critical into chat, that will enter you into win a free pair of critical dice. One of our sponsors here. They are amazing and we love them. Welcome, friends. So yes, this area is just, the light is just a continual, non-moving, stable red light on black ground, black dying trees, with this fall of what was originally thought to be snow. Averin, you were right. It kind of had a movement, a little bit of feathers. However, Tuttle, you see now that this is a fall of tiny clumps of fur. Tiny clumps of what seemed to be white fur, now against red light. This is the only... Since you've been here, Tuttle, you've been here the longest, you had to find these other two. Everything has been mostly black or very, very, very neutral greenish blue from the leaves of this dying forest. This is new and seemingly out of place. And at first, it seemed like snow because it's ever falling. So you think it's a little strange now that these tiny clumps of white fur are just continuously falling from the sky. As you continue to investigate, you find the source of that iron smell. There's blood everywhere. There's stains of blood. You could barely see it before because it's so easy for it to meld into the red light here. There's blood everywhere. There's clumps of collected bloody fur everywhere. There are bloody footprints that with your investigation check, these are very lupinal / cat, yet has a strong feel of a rabbit. You would come to the conclusion that a herring gun died here, with clumps of white fur all around. You see now bits of bone that at first you thought was just spikes of rock or broken branch. You see bone scattered. You see pinkish red mass kind of scattered about. Something horrific happened here.
Good riddance.
And it seems like it seems like this moment is a stain on this reality. It doesn't quite loop. You can't just see like, oh, fall, oh, rewind, fall, oh, rewind. It's just an ever flow. And realistically, eventually the fur has to stop falling. But it doesn't. Avaram, the warm light in the far distance is twinkling, and it is more inviting to you now than ever before. What do you all do?
So Toddle is gonna grab his scarf and he's gonna put it over his nose because he's just so offended by the smell. Knowing him, he would start pulling out vials and start collecting some of this fur to be able to tell if there's anything magical that it can be repurposed for. So he'll.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, he'll try to basically collect some of this fur as it's falling from the sky, and.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he'll approach. I'm assuming Toddle was the first one to approach the body while Vera and Avaran are still kind of at the scene.
Yes, and there is no body per se. It's just a smattering of what once was living. Yeah, things are found in random places.
Got it. Okay. Well, I have no interest staying here. And Toddle's gonna turn around and be like, I have no interest staying here. Are you guys good to walk, and can we get the fuck out of here?
Well, we must make sure we can find the rest of our group.
I don't know that we can guarantee that any of the group is here with us.
Better to be sure than sorry.
And I just kind of look around at the forest around us, almost as if to convey without words that would be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
But every journey begins with one step.
Well, we started our steps in that direction.
So let
It's-
this continue.
I think that's the best idea.
As you all three gather and begin to leave this accursed site, that's where we're going to end today's game. Congratulations, you lived! You were supposed to,
Hey,
you were actually supposed to die, so good job!
Yay! It's always a death game with the nightmares. Ugh.
thank goodness for paladins.
Good
For
job, you bastards! No, I'm playing. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. All you amazing viewers, thanks for the raid, -2 charisma. We are going to start prepping to raid one of our friends, but before we do, we are going to do our dice giveaway. So I have my list here. And these are with the numbers that if I roll them, you shall be the winner. So 1 is Agent Fox, 2 is Bacchus, 3 is Baptized in Pus, 4 is Defiant Thorax, 5 is Tig, 6 is The One Good Bean, 7 is the Brunch Guild, that sounds really cool, 8 is Xanaphia DM. I think I got that right. We'll see. 9 is Bearded Vet. And I think that's all. So let me go ahead and get my D10 ready. Let's see.
Hey, you got it right, GW.
Hey, look at me! Look at me pronouncing shit. All right, so I'm gonna roll my blood dice, my blood D10, if you don't mind, for reasons. All right. Good
How
luck.
topical.
Good luck to you all. 4. Defiant Thorax, you are the winner of
Well
Critical
done.
Dice.
Easy.
What
Say
you
it
going?
with your chest.
You are the winner of Critical Dice. Ugh. So what you want to do is jump into our Discord. Mackenzie, could you please in the chat? You're going to jump into our Discord, and you're going to contact me, GW, hi! And I'm going to get your information so I know where to send these dice. If you are not in the US or Quebec, if you are not in US or Canada, excluding Quebec, then I can get instead your email to send you a gift card instead, because we got ways of giving things out. So congratulations, thanks for coming over. And while I look for the next stream to raid, I'll let you guys take it from here. Like, tell us what's your favorite part about tonight? What kind of stuff did you like? What kind of stuff kind of scared you, if anything? Just like, let's talk, let's chat.
I would say that, being the resident tank of the group and losing 75% of my hit points in the first turn, that
Yeah.
definitely put the fear in me, for sure.
Yeah. That I don't think any of us have ever lost so much. We definitely haven't had Vera get tanked before, so definitely the first scary instance of I was like, oh no, we're not, because there's not a whole lot Todd can do without spell slots, so it was a little bit of panic in that we were all definitely going to die.
And I guess that raises the question for me too, is if we only get the spell slots and HP back on a long rest, but we're already asleep, then how does that work?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out next week.
I don't know.
That maniacal GW laugh
I don't know.
does not
He's really
bode well
excited.
for us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's real excited.
Butters, what's on your mind?
I don't know, it was just really fun to actually see Vera in that type of combat scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It always feels good to stretch your legs. Stretch your combat legs and kick things and punch things.
True. Yeah, I didn't know we still haven't seen Vera in combat too much, other than fighting that fish things in the previous game. So it was cool. It's cool to see what.
Don't forget
I don't know anything
anal
about
assault
monks.
of the ghoul.
For real. So, and this creature, DW, I want to hear more about this creature.
You'll hear more about it once it's dead. It's still alive.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It just ran away.
Well, that's great. That's great.
But gladly. So I have found who we're going to raid.
Yay.
We're going to raid our friends, the Lollygaggers.
Oh, nice.
So let's get this started. Start raid. So what should be our raiding message?
I got the pizza ad.
You got the pizza. Okay. Well, well, what do you guys think we should raid? Like, what should we say?
Nah. Shoot. We almost died. Something to that effect.
Hungry like the wolf.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that one. I like hungry like the wolf.
That's actually a good one.
Let's do that. So when we get into the Lollygaggers stream, you guys, let's just put a wall of us saying hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf, hungry like the wolf. To say hi to our friends over there. So until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.